There's some interesting things happening in the real estate market and the greater economy right now that buyers and sellers should be aware of. So today we're going to break down your June 2026 real estate market here in Chicagoland. Hi, I'm Elise Moore, and for the last 10 years, I've been helping families in Plainfield, Oswego, and the surrounding Chicagoland suburbs make great decisions about real estate. Interest rates are currently sitting in the upper 6%. Now this is up from the lows that we saw a couple months ago where we were starting to see the low sixes and occasionally a few buyers were even dipping below 6%. Inventory of available homes for sale is still very low. It has rebounded a little bit from our early spring dips, but the majority of the increase in inventory that we're seeing, especially in Will County and Kendall County, is due to new construction and not resale homes coming on the market. Buyers right now are picky, but they're definitely interested in moving quickly and fighting hard for the best properties. Sellers continue to remain ambitious, and we're starting to see that come back and bite them a little bit if their home isn't one of those perfect hot homes. One thing to note is that we're in a bit of an artificial seller's market. And what I mean by that is we have no homes on the market for sale. And because of that, because there is still moderate demand for homes, we're seeing us still have a seller's market. Now, if more homes happen to come to the market without buyer interest increasing, we may dip into a more balanced market. It's something that I'm watching very, very closely as we step further into 2026. So here's what buyers need to know right now. If buyers are looking for room to negotiate on terms, on closing costs, and on pricing, their best opportunity is in homes that are under marketed and a little bit more dated. A buyer that's willing to roll up their sleeves and do a little bit of work to a home is really going to be a buyer that's going to win in today's market. It's looking like the Fed is going to hike interest rates again. Jobs reports just came out and they are hotter than anticipated by a pretty good amount. Add in the fact that inflation is still incredibly stubborn and there's no reason that I see that the Fed's going to cut rates right now. There's still a couple great first-time homebuyer and homebuyer assistance programs. The first-time homebuyer program is one I've talked about in the past. It is a $15,000 down payment program. It's fantastic. And for buyers looking to purchase in Aurora, there's another fantastic program there that is a little bit less limited and isn't only open to first-time homebuyers. The biggest areas that are competitive for buyers right now are the beautifully updated, well-staged, well-marketed, move-in ready property. Those are the ones that you need to come out of the gate swinging and be willing to fight for. Here's what Chicagoland sellers need to know in June of 2026. Right now, you need to price your home at market value. We're no longer listing high and hoping for the best. You need to price at the market, and if the market has the opportunity to increase your price, it absolutely still will. Buyers expect that your home is move-in ready. They don't want to take on the projects right now. And this is something that I'm seeing from first-time home buyers up to people that are downsizing from their long-term family homes. The homes that are sitting on the market are the ones that haven't been updated, listed too high, and also didn't adjust accordingly. There are so many homes that are selling so quickly that when your home starts to accrue increased market time, the first thing a buyer says is, "This is a great home. What's wrong with it?" And that is a kiss of death when it comes to selling your home for top dollar. In addition to removing all the scary things from your home, you need to make your home look and feel nice. Now, this could be because you're updating and refreshing. It could also be staging. Ideally speaking, it's a combination of the two. Here's what I'm seeing as I'm out on the road talking to buyers and sellers in Plainfield, Oswego, and Naperville. Buyers want good homes. They want a home that is move-in ready. They want a home that doesn't have major repairs coming down the pipeline. They want to move in and get settled. Sellers still want top dollar and great terms. They want an easy button when it comes to selling. And right now, that's not necessarily going to be the case if you also want top. And buyers want to feel confident in what they're doing. Buyers are very price sensitive right now because of inflation and how expensive everything is. So they're really sensitive to things like old furnaces, old air conditioners, old roofs, old windows. Those are the items that are really starting to cause major problems. Buyers are feeling stretched. They're feeling worn out, beat down. A lot of them have had to put in 3, 7, 15 offers before they get one accepted. And so they want to make sure that they put in all this energy and effort, they're getting a home that they really feel good about. A lot of our sellers are starting to get a little bit of a reality check. They've been watching the market for the last few years and seeing everything fly off the market with A+ terms, and that's just not the case except for a very small subset of the most beautiful, well-prepped, well-maintained, move-in ready home. Something I'm watching very, very closely right now is inflation and the Fed reports, because all of that is going to dictate if the Fed hikes rates again. And if rates go up even further, I anticipate our market is going to pull back even more. If you're trying to figure out what this means for you exactly, I'm always happy to talk you through it. Our information is below. I'm here to help.